Well, hello and welcome back to another exciting edition of Coffee with Stephen. So this week's blog is entitled Aloha, Wahine me kione mana. That's from my old days working on the Tiki Room at Disneyland. This is a disturbing blog, to say the least. This is a recent Supreme Court decision that's come out of Hawaii. The case is actually called Hawaii versus Wilson, and it involves an individual who was carrying a firearm concealed who did not have a permit. Now, Mr. Wilson filed for a dismissal, claiming that the Hawaii restrictions violate his Second Amendment rights. And under a Bruin analysis, they may very well violate his Second Amendment rights. The case has gone through a series of appeals and wound up at the state Supreme Court. And the state Supreme Court issued an opinion. And in their opinion, they essentially said the Second Amendment does not apply to Hawaii. We'll get into their legal reasoning here in a second. But more importantly, they said that all Supreme Court decisions do not apply to Hawaii. Hawaii gets the luxury of deciding what opinions they want to adhere to or not. More importantly, they actually state in their opinion that there are times that they disagree with the majority opinion from the Supreme Court and prefer instead to use the dissenting opinion to create legal authority. Effectively, what they're saying is we don't give a crap about the U.S. Constitution. And their chief argument as to why they are disregarding the Bruin decision is that the Second Amendment is incompatible with the spirit of Aloha. I kid you not. This is actually what's written inside of this document that creates controllable legal authority within Hawaii. It is utter fetid garbage, but this is what they've done. And ironically, it's actually set up for a constitutional crisis because, after all, why stop at the Second Amendment? I mean, one could argue in the democratically controlled state of Hawaii, Republican messaging is inconsistent with the spirit of Aloha. So why be burdened by having to follow the dictates of the First Amendment to the Constitution or the Fourth Amendment to the Constitution or any aspect of the Constitution for that matter? Anyways, my suspicion is that this is going to end up getting transferred over to a federal court, probably through a habeas corpus, motion, and then hopefully there'll be some form of a legal smackdown that happens. But in any event, do read the blog. I think you'll find it interesting, if somewhat irritating. And as always, train constantly, train consistently, train repetitively, and train with purpose. Above all else, stay safe.